What's up guys, it's Phoebe. I'm here sitting in a massive chair at the Wilderness Lodge Resort. She's not at a park, she's vlogging at a resort. That's crazy. But I'm here tonight for one specific reason that I am so excited for. I am dining at Storybook Dining with Snow White at Artist Point, which is a phenomenal restaurant. I've eaten here about 3 times and have fallen in love every single time. So I am so excited to finally bring you guys along and vlog the experience. So this dining experience is character dining. You get to meet Snow White, Grumpy, Dopey, and the Evil Queen, and it is $65 per person. So it is a fixed price meal. I am all checked in. We are just waiting for them to call our name, and then we're gonna go in and get seated. So with that being said, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's go eat some food. I'm so excited to be eating here again. It's actually been probably 2 years since I dined here last. I came here with my family around Christmas time. I think this would have to be my favorite character dining meal. And not only are the character interactions amazing, the atmosphere is so much fun, and the food is phenomenal, which sometimes for character dining, the food can be not as great, but that is definitely not the case at this restaurant for me. Let's go ahead and take a look at this menu. So this dining experience is going to be $65 for adults, and it's going to be $39 for children. And you get all of the appetizers, your choice of 1 entree, and then you also get all of the desserts as well. At the top, they have a few specialty beverages. They also have some non-alcoholic ones that are a lot of fun. They've got a transformation potion that I see there. But for appetizers, they're going to start you off with a wild mushroom bisque, a hunter's harvest, and a wicked shrimp cocktail. And then after you finish appetizers, you're going to get your choice of 1 entree. Now, the ones that I've tried here before are the stroll through nature and the rib roast. I think also one of my family members has tried the pork shank before, and also the chicken. So I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna get. I'm probably leaning towards that, a stroll through nature. It's a really yummy gnocchi. It's got a lot of vegetables with it too. And then to end the meal, you're going to get 3 desserts, a miner's treasure, a fairy tale gooseberry tart, and then also a poison apple to end the meal. Shortly after our drinks arrived, we have this appetizer tree that they brought out. Now here you don't have to choose an appetizer, they just bring all 3 options out to you. And they also bring them out on this lovely tree that spins around. So this is really nice for large parties too. It's easy for everyone to grab something. But let's go ahead and look at what everything is. So starting things off right here, we have the wild mushroom bisque, and this comes with a chive oil. On this side, we have the hunter's harvest, which is a turkey and chicken cranberry preserved meatball. And then last but not least, over here, we have the wicked shrimp cocktail, which has a Bloody Mary vinaigrette, a seaweed salad, and a spiced house-made seasoning. All right, so here's my little spread. I've got all 3 appetizers. I think I want to start with the soup. This is definitely my favorite from what I can remember. I love this mushroom soup so much. It is one of my favorite things that they have here. It's not only delicious, but it's so unique too. The mushrooms are pureed, so you don't have to worry about a texture thing if you don't like mushrooms for that reason. I definitely would give it a try. The flavor is so nice. It's so much fun. It also feels like something you would eat if you stepped into Snow White's story. So that's another reason why I love it. Okay, I think next I'm going to try the shrimp cocktail. Thank you. I like the shrimp cocktail a lot too. It does taste a little different than how I remember it. I think it's that Bloody Mary vinaigrette. I can't remember if it had that on it last time or not. I don't think it did though, because like I said, it tastes a little different. For some reason, I'm getting hit with a little bit of celery too, which is throwing me off the tiniest bit. Maybe it's the seaweed salad. Maybe I'm just not thinking. So this one's good. Just a little different than how I remember it. And last but not least, the meatball. Hunter's Harvest. This is so much fun. It's a really nicely done meatball. It reminds me a lot of a Swedish meatball. Also the ones that they serve in Akershus Royal Banquet Hall, which is a character of Princess Dining at Epcot. It tastes a lot like the meatballs they have there, which the meatballs there are phenomenal as well. So I really like this one. They used to have like a Hunter's pie. So it was a meatball in a flaky dough crust. I wish it was still served like that. However, the meatball is still great. Cooked really nicely, love it. If I had to rank these, I would probably go ahead and do the mushroom soup at the top, obviously, then the meatball second, and then the shrimp cocktail third. But such solid appetizers, and it's so nice that you get to try all three, you don't have to pick. How are you doing? You're doing good? Oh, you've been working, but now you're off right now, right? Oh, it was a long day in the mines. Well, did you find any rubies today? Big ones? Really? Okay, now did you take them? Or do you store them somewhere? You put them in your eyes? See, I need to try that. I'm assuming it's similar to glasses, just kind of reflects everything. You know, I've come to the realization that my eyesight is not as good as it used to be, so maybe I should get some. Who needs glasses when you're rubies? I'm gonna get rubies next time. That's a great idea. Okay, so it sounds like I'm just coming to work tomorrow. We working in the mines 8 a.m. Crack of dawn. Wake up, go straight to work. Okay, sounds good. Whistle while I work too. I love it. Well, can we take a picture? Dopey is so cute. Okay, I'm going to the diamond mines. We gotta get rubies for my eyes. He snuck up on us really quick. He just came out of nowhere, so that was a little abrupt. But it was nice because I felt like we had a little bit of time to sit down, get our drinks, and get our appetizers before we were greeted by our first character. So that was really nice timing. I love Dopey so much. You can also ask for more of the appetizers. So I got some more soup because I think it's my favorite thing here.
Once upon a time, there lived a princess with skin as white as snow. Yes, snow white. She's about to begin an adventure in the enchanted forest. An adventure that includes you. Please give a warm welcome to Snow White.
Woo! Oh, here she comes. Oh, hello, Snow. Oh, so sweet. She's so pretty. She is. Woo! Oh, hi there, Grumpy. You didn't look very grumpy. But I love that. I think Snow White brings out the best in you. Instead of glasses, I'm doing rubies because my eyesight's not very good anymore. Have you ever tried the ruby thing? No, you haven't. That's just a Dopey thing. Just a Dopey thing.
More carrots you got?
Oh, I'm not going to tell Dopey you said that. I mean, I'm going to work with him all day tomorrow. It's probably going to come out at some point. I'll keep it to myself. It's so nice seeing you though. Are you coming to work tomorrow too? We mine it together reluctantly. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Snow White will have some gooseberry pie for you at home afterwards. Long day. That'll make it worth it, right? I'm gonna have to take her recipe at some point. It sounds really good. Well, can we smile together too? Yes, I want to see your best. You know what? Maybe I'll just frown with you. I don't think you're gonna give me a smile. Guys, I gotta say, I think Grumpy's my favorite. I just relate to him in so many ways, and he's just mean. I love it. But he loves Snow White. He's got a little soft spot in his grumpy heart. So right after we said goodbye to Grumpy, our entrees made their way onto our tables. So this is what I got. This is the Stroll Through Nature. And this is asparagus, leeks, tomatoes, and it's sitting on a gnocchi pasta with sage and Parmesan. And I wish you could smell it through the screen. It smells so nice. And my brother got the prime rib roast, and we are actually going to be splitting these so we can try both. This comes with a horseradish, mashed potato, carrots, and a jus. So I am going to try my gnocchi out first. I got a green bean with it too. All right, let's go in for that prime rib roast now. I want to start this by saying that the portion sizes are massive. You could probably tell as I was showing them to you, but there is so much food. I've been eating for a minute now, and it feels like I barely touched it. Now, because this is a fixed price meal, if you're wanting to get your money's worth, maybe going for the pork shank, which I've also heard is really phenomenal, or the prime rib are going to be your best options for that. However, if you want to avoid meat or if you want a pasta dish, the gnocchi is phenomenal. It has a very earthy flavor to it, so it's really unique, but it's really yummy, it's creamy. I love the vegetables that it comes with too. So this dish is definitely my favorite. I've gotten it the past 3 times that I've come here and it hasn't failed me yet. So the gnocchi is one that you should try. The prime rib is really good. Like I said, the portion size for it is big. I love the horseradish in the mashed potatoes too. I actually think that flavored them really nicely. It's not overpowering though. Horseradish sometimes gets really overpowering really quickly. This is a really nice amount of it. I think the star of this dish though is going to be the carrots that come on the side of it. They are cooked so nicely. The flavor on them, I don't know what they cook them with. It's not just butter, salt, and pepper. Such a nice flavor, soft. I want a whole side of the carrots. I wish you could just order an a la carte side of the carrots because I would be doing that. I don't think you could go wrong with either one of these options. Our server also let us know the last time we were here that the pork shank is really good, and that's one that they sell a lot. So also something to keep in mind if you're a fan of pork. However, these 2 dishes, I definitely recommend them. Really nice.
Hello there, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, it's so lovely to have you here today. Wonderful, I have a question. Have you had a chance to meet a few of my friends?
Oh, we did. We met Grumpy and Dopey. They both came by.
Now, did Grumpy give you any smiles this evening?
Not a smile, but he did when he was looking at you, which I think was so
Did he
sweet.
really? Oh
He
my
did.
goodness, now he had a very long day digging in the diamond mine, so he might be a little extra grumpy this evening, but maybe we can try to make him a very special gooseberry pie a little bit later. We'll put a little extra sugar in there for him and put his name right at the top. Do you think you might like it?
I think so. I was telling him I need your recipe.
Oh, it is quite delicious. It's a little bit sweet and a little tart, just like it.
Oh, that's perfect for him. Well, he was saying how I need to come to the mines. Apparently, I'm coming to the mines tomorrow morning at work.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes I can use a little extra help, especially since Dopey prefers to play in the diamonds instead of digging for them sometimes.
I think so. So we'll do the mines and then maybe come back and I can help you with the gooseberry pie.
Oh, that would be perfect. And maybe we have some spare time. We can also make a gooseberry pie for the queen over there.
Oh, do you think she'd like it? She likes gooseberry pie?
If it cheers Grumpy up, I think it might work for her too.
I agree. We should try it.
But just promise nothing else so we can keep it a surprise.
It'll be a secret. Snow White is so lovely as always. I'm so excited to make the gooseberry pie with her, go to the diamond mines. We're surprising the queen, so when I meet her, I can't slip up and share that secret. I'm usually pretty good at not talking when I'm not supposed to though. So I think we'll be okay.
Everyone, follow our lead and join in the silly song.
The silly song. What? Guys, I have to say, I think I carried that silly song. After we finished up our entrees, they went ahead and brought out dessert on the spinning tree again. This tree is so cute. I want one for my house. But we've got 3 options for dessert. So starting things off, this right in front of us is the Miner's Treasures, and this is a cookies and cream panna cotta with chocolate gems and a cute little Dopey hat. And then on this side right here, we have the Poison Apple. This is a dark chocolate apple mousse with a sour center. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Fairy Tale Gooseberry Tart, and this comes with a meringue on top.
Who is the fairest one of all? Every fairy tale has a villain, and our story is no different. Honored guests, please welcome the Queen.
Are we supposed to clap for her? I guess so. I guess Snow's trying to mend the bond. Oh! Oh my goodness! Wow! Now, before we get into desserts, the Queen has requested our presents, and we are not going to keep her waiting. So we're gonna go do that before we dig into this. You're beautiful, and I respect you.
She's been training. I've been.
I was learning from Snow White. She said great things about you.
Well, I do have many admirers.
Oh, yes.
May we document the occasion?
I would love to. The Queen was lovely. I was terrified. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to mess it up. I don't think I did. She didn't offer me an apple or anything, so I think we're all good on that front. So that's great. I've got my little plate with everything on it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna try first. I think I may start with the chocolate. Or maybe I do one of the fruits and put the chocolate in the middle. I think I'm gonna do the gooseberry pie first. Also, gooseberries are green, which for some reason in my mind, I just always assumed they were a deep red. I could have Googled them. I chose not to. Now, something to brace for, the gooseberry pie is served slightly warm, so it's not cold, it's not chilled, but Snow White was perfect in her description of it. It has some sweetness to it, it's got a little bit of tang too. I really like it. I think the meringue on top is nice because it adds a little bit of texture to it, because it is a little mushy on the inside, as most pies are. I like the crust on the outside too. Overall, a really cute dessert. All right, the Poison Apple is next. The Poison Apple is so yummy. It has a little hit of apple on the inside, a little bit of sourness to it, but then the chocolate mousse with it, it complements it so nicely. I just really love anything apple flavored too, so you're not gonna really catch me complaining about that. This is a really solid one too. Okay, and lastly, let's go ahead and try out this Miner's panna cotta. I am kind of surprised. The texture, obviously, it's more jello-like because it's a panna cotta. It tastes a lot like the gray stuff if you've ever had it before. So it has a slight hit of Oreos, cookies, and cream, but it's a really nice smooth chocolate. I really like the rocks with it too because you can eat that and have a little bit of a crunch. That way you have some texture for it too. Overall, these are 3 very solid desserts in my opinion. I enjoy each one of them, and it's so much fun, like I said, that you get to try all 3 of them. The presentation is spectacular, but also the flavor is so nice. Okay, ranking the desserts. I think my number 3 spot is going to go to the gooseberry pie. It is really yummy. However, I bet Snow White's is even better, so I'm gonna hold out for that one. And also, I love apple. So my number 2 spot is going to have to go to the Poison Apple with the chocolate mousse. I think it's so yummy. I love the center, the sour center too. And then my number 1 spot is gonna be the panna cotta. I think it is so yummy. I keep wanting to go back and eat more of it.
Alright, so this is the henchman's gift to the Queen. As the story goes, the Queen asked for Snow White's heart. But like the story, I brought you some dark chocolate hearts.
So yes, instead of getting Snow White's heart, which she can keep that. She's lovely with it. We want her to keep that. we get dark chocolate hearts from the Queen's chest, which is so fun. I love the presentation on that too. So something fun that you want to keep in mind for at the end of your dining experience here. With that being said, I think we are about wrapped up here. So we are going to go ahead and head out, and I will give my final thoughts in somewhere in the lobby because I love this resort. So I want to walk around a little bit. We were also given this card that has the Evil Queen, Snow White, Grumpy, and Dopey on it. And on the back, you have all of their signatures ready to go for you. This music sounds like it's from The Hobbit. Lord of the Rings Snow White crossover. I love this walk. This is my dad's favorite resort, and so in turn, that puts it high up for me. But this is one of our favorite places to come, especially at Christmas time. Let's go ahead and just take a little walk through the lobby. So over here is going to be the front entrance. Now at Christmas time, they have this entire place decked out. They have garland all up along the balconies, and then in the middle they have a Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree goes all the way up to the ceiling. It is 6 stories tall, which is crazy. This room is so big. The Christmas tree also is about as wide as, they have to move all of this furniture right here and push it over, so the width of it is massive as well. Christmas time at this resort is just so hard to beat. Even though the Polynesian is my favorite resort, I think when it comes to Christmas decorations, the Wilderness Lodge has to take the #1 spot. And then over here, they've got a cute little bridge. Just for reference, here's the lobby. But they have water in here. They have like a tiny little, it almost looks like a hot spring, and it connects all the way outside. So the water filters through here, and then the pool and the big waterfall area is outside right here. It's beautiful. I'll have to come back in the daytime sometime too. So we just walked through the lobby a little bit, but I wanted to come down here. This is one of my favorite hallways at Disney World. Right up here is where we just ate, and there's a little lounge right next to it too. I don't know if you could tell as we were walking in, but down here you have the entrance to the outside. You also have a restaurant. It's quick service, and it's really yummy. So even though we've already eaten, I wanted to go ahead and show you the Roaring Fork. So it's just a fun little area. You can order from right over here. You can also place mobile orders and pick them up. And then they've got some candy and some snacks, which I think are available until midnight or 11 p.m. We've got about 45 minutes till close. It took us about an hour and 45 minutes to eat, but they've got a lot of baked goods over here too. This right here is one of my family's favorite. It's not a granola bar, it's a magic cookie bar. So I think they switched them because that looks like a granola bar. But this is so good. My family loves to get it. However, keep in mind if you have anyone with nut allergies, I think they did add pecans to it, so I can't have that anymore. So a little bit of anything that you could need. All of the resorts that you stay at have something like this, but I love the one at the Roaring Fork. Here's a little look at some of the things that they offer. So they've got sandwiches, chicken strips, cheeseburgers. Over here they have kids meal options, beverages. We're gonna go ahead and, ooh, it's raining. It's a party night too, and I feel like it's rained on so many of the party nights. My camera is fogging up already. I've been outside for 10 seconds. It looks like a raccoon made it out here before we did. I am braving the rain. Well, I have an umbrella, so I'm not really, but I wanted to show you guys how beautiful it is out here. This view is one of my favorites. So like I said, you have the waterfalls that connect to the inside lobby. So right up there is where I was standing in the lobby and showing you that the water drains through and comes outside. And this, all of this is the Wilderness Lodge. It wraps all the way around, comes all the way around back here, and then it continues on all the way around this way. So it is a massive resort. Also right over here you have the pool area, and so the water runs all the way into it. Just beautiful Disney details. This is usually a lot more packed out here because it's not almost 11 p.m. and closed and raining. I'm not gonna go all the way over there tonight, but if you keep walking to there is a little bar and grill restaurant all the way down by the water. And you can sit there, eat, enjoy the view. I think you can see the fireworks too. Yeah, you should be able to. But I want to walk a little further this way and show you the, what are they? It's a wooden boardwalk. And it leads you to where you can take the boats to Magic Kingdom. So I want to walk over there. So we're just going to take a nice little walk. So here, yes, so you've got the pool, obviously right here. Bike and boat rentals. Geyser Point, that is what the bar is called that you can eat at. I've heard they have a really good bison burger over there too. I haven't tried it yet though. They've got a salon, and then boat transportation is this way. I believe these rooms all on this side too are DVC, newly renovated. I have so many memories of eating with my family at Whispering Canyon Cafe for breakfast, and then getting a hot chocolate to go, and taking this walk to the boats and heading over to Magic Kingdom for the day, for Christmas parties, for Halloween parties. So this walkway has a lot of memories on it for me. It's so pretty. This is the back side of the pool over here. And also this is where the cabins are, which if you didn't know about the cabins, they are so beautiful. You can stay there. They are so hard to come by though. They're always booked up, and they are very pricey too. Ooh, I'm gonna take a pit stop really quick over this way. Hold on, I have to get the water off my camera. Right over here, they have a geyser, and it goes off, I think, every 30 minutes. It's right over here. It'd be really magical if it just went off right now. Anyways, we will turn back around, head over to where you can boat, get on a boat. You've got a nice trash can. Here's your full tour, a lamp. Oh, it's picking up. I think it's just the trees. This is the way that you would go to get to the cabins. We are not going to disrupt their peace though this evening. I have walked over there before. It's beautiful. And then if you keep right down this way, I actually think there are boats still going because the Halloween party goes until midnight tonight. Oh yeah, there's a little boat at the dock right now. So this is the dock you walk down. I believe they can take you from here to the Polynesian and Contemporary, and then they also transport to the Magic Kingdom on this side. There's no boat there. What am I talking about? That's not a boat. That's the dock. But you boat all the way over. The Magic Kingdom is that way. So you kind of go all the way around. So you cannot see the fireworks. See, I'm losing my mind. I was thinking of the Polynesian, not of the Wilderness Lodge. No firework view from here. Since the rain is starting to pick up though, we are going to head back under covering. That way I don't get soaking wet right before bed. I already showered. I think I'm gonna have to shower again though. Almost died. I thought out here would be a fun place to give final thoughts. So overall, after tip and everything, you're looking at about $80 per person for this meal. However, keep in mind it is character dining. You get to meet Snow White, Dopey, and Grumpy, and the Evil Queen, which the Evil Queen and Dopey and Grumpy are really rare characters. They're really hard to find in a meet and greet setting. So it's really incredible that you get to see them here and with Snow White and dancing and hopping around. As far as the food, I think this is my favorite character dining restaurant when it comes to the food. I find multiple things in every course that I love. The appetizers are so fun, unique, they're very strong. The desserts are a lot of fun, delicious too. And I love the entrees. I think next time I come, I'll have to try a different one. I was thinking maybe trying the chicken or the pork shank, but like I said, the gnocchi is so good, it's just hard for me to pass up on. But so many good options. I really don't think you could go wrong with anything there. It's themed so nicely. The only thing I was sad about is when The last time I ate at that restaurant, their menus were these beautiful storybooks, and it had an introduction to the story of Snow White in the beginning, and it went into the menu. It was so immersive, and so they just had a paper laminated menu tonight, so I was a little bummed about that. I'm wondering if they took those away or if they'll be coming back later on, but that has nothing to do with the food and the fixed price meal, so that's just me being silly. Overall though, I think this restaurant is worth it. I think it's a wonderful character dining experience. The food is great. The atmosphere and the fact that you're in the Wilderness Lodge. You could also eat at Artist Point and then take a boat across over to Magic Kingdom. You could hop on the monorail from there. I just love any excuse to be in the Wilderness Lodge, so getting to eat in there is so much fun. Reservations for meals like this do tend to book up 60 days in advance when that reservation time period opens. However, if you can't get that reservation 60 days out, be checking day of, week of. I got this reservation 3 days before I dined here, so something to keep in mind. Sometimes people cancel last minute and you can snag up that reservation. So if you don't get it 60 days out, don't worry. There's still a chance for you to dine at a restaurant, even if it's pretty high in demand. But with that being said, I think that's gonna be all for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss my next videos, and I will see you guys next time.